I want to remind St. Lucians that in the last 3 years, we have seen the demise of about 300 St. Lucians, predominantly young men.
A slippery slope looms as society inches closer to the edge, with criminals escalating their brazen and callous actions. The most shocking example, a recent mid-afternoon drive-by shooting in the heart of Castries. This deadly act has not gone unnoticed by the opposition United Workers' Party.
We heard of 2 young men being shot in the heart of the city at 2:30, that is high day, in Castries, at a time when just about students may be coming from school, people are going about their daily chores in Castries. We had the shooting of 2 young men, one of whom perished.
Despite a video statement from Acting Prime Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire addressing the incident, the United Workers' Party Public Relations Officer LENARD MONTOUTE remained unmoved. He criticized other key members of the SLP administration for what he perceives as their apparent silence on the matter.
Of course, we don't expect to hear anything from the Minister of National Security as usual. We don't expect to hear anything from the Minister of Crime Prevention as usual. We will not hear from the Minister of Justice or the Attorney General. We will simply not hear anything from our government because they are not concerned. I heard, to his credit, our Prime Minister speak on the issue of accidents, road accidents, and of course I too share the view that we are having too many fatalities on the road, and we call on drivers in St. Lucia to pay heed. But I think it is comfortable for the Prime Minister to speak on this issue, but what he is directly responsible for and what is of a greater urgency and a bigger crisis in St. Lucia, the homicide rate that we are experiencing, is not a subject, not an issue.
The issue, he says, goes beyond the loss of key members of society's productive age group. He fears it may also send a dangerous message to criminals who seem emboldened by the sluggish pace of the justice system. Montoute also appears to tiptoe around what opposition critics view as the larger issue at hand, if crime and violence cannot be brought under control.
Our economy is being jeopardized because when you have an unsafe country, as has happened not too long ago, we will have international countries issuing advisories like the French did not long ago to their citizens. We depend on the US, UK, European market. Let us hope that things do not get even worse than it currently is, so that this crisis spiral out of control to the point that it kills our tourism industry. These are the issues that it seems our government is oblivious to and are not concerned about, but these are real issues for St. Lucia.
Despite increased resources for law enforcement, including additional manpower, vehicles, and tougher penalties for gun offenses, the island continues to struggle with gun violence. Some quarters are now calling for even more draconian measures to help curb crime.